Next, let's get into newcomer Khamari McGriff coming over from UNC Wilmington, 6'9" forward, heading into Manhattan. Should be a really solid player for Jerome Tang as he looks to establish a bigger presence and hopefully can improve the rebounding game, something that struggled so much last year for Kansas State. He arrives at Kansas State as a grad transfer with successful background at UNC Wilmington, originally from Tallahassee, Florida. McGriff attended James S. Rickards High School, where he was part of the 2020 Class 5A state championship team as a junior. He spent 4 seasons at UNCW, where he was part of a winning program that posted at least 20 wins in all of his seasons, bringing a winner mentality with him to Jerome Tang's team in Manhattan. Gotta love that. His production saw a significant jump over his final season last year, where he embraced the role as one of the top 6 men in the Coastal Athletic Association, the CAA, and you gotta love the improvement as well. Going from the CAA to the Big 12 is a huge jump. Can he do that? That'll be an interesting thing to find out for sure. Career totals so far with him at UNCW. He had 85 games. Inside those 85 games, played 300 or had 539 points, 261 rebounds, and 70 blocks. The shooting splits, though, are pretty impressive. Field goal percentage, 67.9%. And shoots 67.4 from the charity strike. Not bad for a big guy at 6'9". He was the All-CAA tournament team member, a recipient of the CAA Dean Ellers Leadership Award, and he's also helped lead the Seahawks, the UNCW Seahawks, to a 27-8 overall record, winning both the conference regular seasons and the tournament championships, reaching the NCAA tournament last season. So you bring winner mentality. You bring someone who has won a conference championship. They know what it feels like. Someone who's participated in the big dance in the NCAA tournament. They know what it feels like. PJ Haggerty also knows what it feels like as well. You're bringing in players that have that type of winning mentality, and you absolutely have to have that moving forward. 11.6 points per game, 4 rebounds, and just over a block per game. Last season, he scored in double figures 22 times and posted a career-high 34 points on 14 of 16 shooting in a game at Howard. He's a 6'9", 210-pound forward. He's known for versatility. He's known for his efficiency and his ability to play multiple positions, something that'll come in handy for Kansas State. To excel on both ends of the floor makes him a valuable asset for not only Jerome Tang and Matthew Driscoll, but the entire Kansas State roster. Finishing and efficiency will be his main bread and butter. His primary strength is scoring efficiency, highlighted by a 65.1 field goal percentage in his final season at UNCW, and he's a highly effective interior scorer, as we mentioned. He's got defensive prowess, and I think that's huge. He's got to have strong rebuilding skills. That's what he did in the CAA. If he can continue those strong rebounding skills, I think you'll see him have a huge year inside the Big 12. If we had to put a weakness on it, of course, there's always weaknesses. He primarily operates as a forward, using his side and athleticism. But, his high field goal percentage, low assists, 3-point volume suggests that his offensive game is focused on the post near basket opportunities. So his not really anything on the perimeter. His most successful college season came in a crucial 6-man role. So where he provided efficient scoring came off the bench. So if you had to put any type of weakness on it, I'm not assuming that he's going to be a guy that can completely take over the front court for Kansas State. Probably somebody who's coming off the bench. If he is a starter, it's probably at a rotational minute type of players with other ones on the roster. But I do think he's got a good fit. Tang broke down what he likes about McGriff. This came out recently when they did this thing. Jerome Tang talked about all the transfers that came in on social media. I thought it was an excellent thing that Jerome Tang did. But he said our interest in Khamari was first his versatility at the forward spot, his ability to be a rim protector, run the floor, and finish in transition. He's excellent at the pick and roll. He's also just a winner. He played in the NCAA tournament last year, and his team at UNCW Wilmington was just super competitive. We're excited about him being here. You got to really like that a lot, just knowing that you're bringing in a winner. It doesn't sound like, is he going to be like a David Gasson? That's interesting. Maybe he will have to do that because they're going to have to find a way to replace him. But having somebody who's explosive at the pick and roll will be very important for a guy like Abdi Bashir, PJ Haggerty, David Castillo, Marcus and Nate Johnson, some of those other ones who are trying to run the point this coming season. He's a long athletic forward. This is again talking about Jerome Tang, talking about McGriff. He is actually 2 for 3 from 3 last year. So I told him he didn't shoot enough threes. Something to keep in mind there. Big time finisher in traffic. And then he's just a high energy guy. When he went into the portal, obviously we knew we needed what we needed on our end, just more versatility from the forward spot. But really we needed leadership and maturity, maybe a shot towards last season's roster. But either way, quote, he says, he brings that to the table. Just a mature young man who is very focused about his craft and getting better, but also understand the big picture that it takes a team and we need everybody holding the rope, and he's committed to helping getting that done. Sounds like a true Tang guy. Sounds like somebody who's looking to build the culture, somebody who's looking to build the buy-in with Kansas State, the buzzwords that we continue to hear over and over last season. And this is exactly what you're trying to look for when you're building a new roster, trying to get the retention model to come back to Kansas State, maybe bring in shades of the Houston model that Jerome Tang absolutely loves so much. And he talked about all off season. If you can continue to do that with guys like this who may not have eligibility left, but can continue to carry the rope and pass on the torch with that type of buy-in, that's absolutely what you're looking for moving forward. That's going to do it for this episode of these basketball breakdowns here at the Locked On Kansas State podcast. I hope you like these. We're going to continue these on. We're going to talk every single player for the rest of the week heading into Friday's exhibition game. Do not worry, though, if you are looking for more football coverage, especially because there's a huge game. I don't know if you're sure know this. Next week, Kansas taking on Kansas State. We'll have plenty of that covered for you. That just means you're probably going to get 2 episodes of Locked On Kansas State every single day. I appreciate you being an everydayer. Thank you for making Locked On Kansas State your first listen of the day. For your second listen, go check out Locked On Big 12. Drake Toll breaks it down with the most exciting conference in college sports, from the rivalries to the championship and even the games in between. Find Locked On Big 12 on YouTube or wherever you listen to podcasts. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. Please like the video. Please subscribe. We'll see you back here next time, right here on Locked On Kansas State.